Ujjayi breath. And then coming back to center, hands to prayer, root down through your feet, rise up through the crown of your head. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let the crown of your head be heavy. Bend your knees as much or as little as you need to. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, and feel that length of the spine. So this hinge should already be familiar in your body today. Hands back to your mat, let's step back. Plank pose. And remember what we're practicing in plank. We're practicing getting right in to that energetic position, right into that working place. Squeeze your glutes. Lift out of your arm bones. Feel some spaciousness between your shoulder blades. That's right. Yes. Squeeze your glutes, lift your kneecaps up into your quads. Right. Bend your elbows halfway. Lower your knees. Lower your hips. Lower your chest. Sweep your arms forward, thumbs up. Reach long through your legs, tone your abs, sweep your arms back. Feel the space between your shoulder blades activate. Nod your chin in. And feel how the strength of your upper spine is giving you this lift. It may be just a small lift, that's okay. But the space between your shoulder blades is your strength. All right. Elbows in, slide your shoulders away from your ears, tuck your toes, lift your kneecaps, and from here we're coming into elbow plank. Now I want you to feel a lot of space between your shoulder blades. Really think of it, the head of a cobra at your shoulder blades. Squeeze your glutes on elbows. Come on in. Hips are not too high, hips are not too low. Find that perfect place. Good, Jennifer, nice. Abs and glutes, think of your pubic bone pulling up towards your sternum and your sternum gliding down towards your pubic bone. Lower your knees, lower your hips, lower your chest. Hands can rest beneath your forehead. Toes in, heels out. And again, Shalabhasana, arms reach forward, thumbs up. So you have these hitchhiker thumbs. Slide your shoulders away from your ears and start to think about that space between your shoulder blades. Sweep your arms back, thumbs move down, crack the walnut between your shoulder blades, nod your chin, squeeze through your gluteals. This is core and upper spine, upper thoracic spine. Hands down to your mat, tuck your toes, lift your kneecaps, and now we'll work on, actually, let's go ahead and come into child's pose. I don't want to get into shoulders just yet. From Balasana into Betalasana, all fours. 5, retraction, protraction of your shoulder blades. So a lot of what we've been doing, cracking the walnut and then finding that space between your shoulders. So crack the walnut, then head of a cobra. Knees can stay down. Do about 5 in this position. And then if you'd like to progress the movement, you can tuck your toes, you can lift your knees off, and you can do it from this knees off position. If you want to advance the movement from there, you can take it to plank. and take your protraction, retraction from plank. You have any questions about what you should be doing? Call me over, we'll figure it out for your body today. All right, so you have a retraction, that's easy for you, Ginger. Try the protraction, that's separation. Yes, nice, good. Yes, and whenever you're ready, take it into some cat-cows. You're feeling like your shoulders are a little fatigued and warmed up. Work on some nice fluid movement of cat-cow. Reminding yourself to move slowly and intentionally through cat-cow, as it truly is one of the most important movements that we can do. Such a large concentration of bones, of nerves. Everything innervates in our spine. Don't forget to add the shoulder movement in cat-cow and any other movement, any direction, any plane that feels good. You can also play with your wrist and hand positions in cat-cow. Maybe fingers in, and the movements may be smaller, and that's fine. But it gives your wrists a chance to be in another position. I kind of like to play with the circular cat with my hands in various positions. So palms up, fingers looking towards your knees, palms up, fingers looking in. Anything that you want to explore, even if it's just for a few movements. All right, then hands back to your mat, tuck your toes, downward dog. Gently reach through your heels. Plug your shoulders in. Draw your ribs in. And find your Ujjayi breath if you have not already. Bring your feet a little closer together, reach your right leg straight back. Not too high, but just straight back in line with your hips. Both hips in alignment. Now squeeze your glute, lower your left heel just a bit more. Inhale, exhale, reach a little bit higher, and then land. We're taking low lunge. And we're coming up. Nice big breath. Level your hips here. So you may feel that your right hip is hiked up a little bit. Just bring your awareness to your pelvis. Inhale, exhale, think of leveling out. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, twist towards your right. Your arms will come into a T. Take a nice big breath, inhale, and twist your ribcage just a bit more towards your right. Arms come back up, face the front. Hands touch down. Take a nice deep flexed hip, right hip. Increase the lunge, the flexion of your hip. Right hip. Down dog. Gently reach through your heels so that they come a little closer to your mat. Yes, this is a good place to pad your knees, so use your blanket if you'd like. Left leg. Reach back, nice level, not too high. Tone your abs, reach up a little bit higher. Reach down with your right heel. And here we go. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Land lightly. Find your balance. And you can come up with arms reaching. You can come up to cactus. Again, we're working on some stability here. So explore, play with what works best for you. And let's start out by leveling out our hips. If your arms are up, as you twist left, your arms will just come into a T. And same thing, except for cactus, it's more of a reach. Think you're trying to touch the mirror and the back wall, the ballet bar. Ujjayi breath. Line your head up with your sternum. Good. And with the next breath, inhale. As you exhale, twist a little bit more towards the back. Yeah. It can be for stability. If you need that stability, you can have it relaxed as well. I kind of like mine tucked, my toes tucked. Back to center. Hands touch down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Knees to your mat. Right arm reaches up, big inhalation. Exhalation, thread through. Just a little more twisting prep. We'll be working on some standing twists in preparation for some bigger twists on Friday. Now don't forget, when you're in this twisted position, your hips will likely be shifting left. Go ahead and just gently nudge them to your right, feeling like you can be more centered in your pelvis. We'll take the other side. Nice big breath, inhale. Left arm reaches up, exhale, left arm threads through. Think about the movement that happens when you twist. It's not just a rotation at your waist, particularly here in this position. It is your rib cage rotating around your spine. Back to center. Downward dog. Little tiny steps. Nice stable pelvis. Bending your knees when you need to, tenting your fingers. Also helps you get in a little closer. Working on hamstrings. Getting a little stretch. Uttanasana, or a big stretch, forward fold. Hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine. Firm up your legs. And inhale, stand tall. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Standing tall with strength and stability. We're going to be stepping back into high lunge, Ashtha Chandrasana. So your left leg reaches back, high lunge, both feet face forward, arms up, or cactus. Inhale, take some space. If you need more space, find it now. Exhale, get a little deeper. So you have lots of strength happening into your front leg. Get as much of a deep bend as you can. And then don't forget that your back leg, you want to be straight, you want it to be strong, you want it to be active. Now think where your pelvis is. Zip up through your belly. You may feel like your pelvis is going to drop under just a little bit, that's fine. And now, wherever your arms are, go ahead and start to straighten them and take the twist here. So even with the twist, don't forget, front knee is deeply bent, back leg is strong and straight. We have walls on both sides of all sides of the room. If you need to come to a wall for a little assistance, don't hesitate to do that. Back to center. Hands touch down. Plank pose. We're gonna work on your strong and perfect plank. Downward dog. Little tiny steps, get those hamstrings to get a little length as you walk in. Nice. Uttanasana, forward fold again, a little more hamstring stretch. Reach your arms to your sides as you lengthen your spine. Inhale. Hands to prayer. Tadasana. All right, right foot, step it back. Nice big step. But then if you get in there and feel like you need to get a little longer. Did I demo? Yes. Whichever side you didn't do. What did we do before? We did left. We did left. Left foot step back. Yeah. Right foot step back. Yes. Left foot step back. Yeah. Right. Thank you. Right step back. Whichever side you didn't do. That's all I can say. I try to demo on my less strong side, and I got that. All right, so here we are. Inhale, get a little deeper, get a little straighter through your back leg, and then we're getting ready to take the twist to the left. You're turning towards it. You're turning towards your front leg. Take a breath, get a little deeper, reach a little farther. And let's go ahead, swivel your arms around, helicopter your arms around, down, hands touch down. Back, hips high, heels low. You can step, you can hop, you can jump, however it is you want to get to the front of your mat. Get there, Uttanasana. Forward fold. Reach your arms to your side, lengthen your spine. Inhale, strong legs, reach up. Reach back. Hands to prayer. Inhale, rise up. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plank pose. You can take push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana into up dog, or you can bend your elbows halfway, lower your knees, lower your hips, lower your chest. If you lower that way, then you're coming up into cobra. If you're in up dog, we're all going to meet in downward dog in just a moment. So if you're in cobra, you'll come back down and work through push-up. Practice your push-up. Kneecaps lift, glutes engage, abs engage. Press in your hands, one long line, press it up. Homework, everybody, down dog. Right leg, we're taking warrior one, right leg reaches back. Inhale, exhale, Virabhadrasana one. Arms up or in cactus, whatever feels best. Inhale, exhale, get a little deeper. So front toes looking in the mirror, back toes 45 degrees or back foot 45 degrees. From warrior one into warrior two. Inhale, exhale, get deeper here. I want you to think of getting as close to 90 degrees in your front leg as possible. Think of your heel, there you go, beneath your knee. That's it. Now, muscle energy for your arms. Reach as if you're trying to touch both sides of the room. All right, inhale. Let's take a reverse warrior here. So flip, inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Now, when you get here, take a breath, inhale, exhale, down a little deeper. It's all come out of it just a bit. It just happens. Back to Vira 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Stand it up. You need blocks, go ahead and get blocks. We're going to take triangle here. So block at your right foot will be helpful. All right, so your legs are straight. Front foot, front right heel lines up with your left back heel. Let's take an inhale and an exhale and bend back into warrior two. Inhale, bring your hand to your block or your mat, wherever it is that you would like to be. I always. Your left arm can reach up or it can be at your hip. And then we're going to straighten our right leg. And when you have your leg straightened, you can decide if you want your gaze up, forward, or down towards your hand. Down towards your hand is the friendliest position for your neck for most of us. All right, from triangle, we're going to move into pyramid. So go ahead, start to pivot your torso towards the front. Your hand, you can use both blocks here. Your hands can be on 2 blocks. Your back foot turns in quite a bit, almost completely. Marshanasana, and you're lengthening through your spine. Your legs are straight. Both legs are strong and straight. Your most important job here is to drive firmly, yes, or held into both feet. Both legs are active. Remember, we don't want to overstretch. You want to stretch, but you don't want to overdo it, especially in these hamstring tendons that your right leg will be feeling quite a bit. All right, inhale, lengthen your spine again. And exhale, big nose towards your knee. All right, hands touch down your mat. Plank pose. Chaturanga or elbows bend, knees, hips, chest, up dog or cobra. Remember, if you're in cobra, you're pushing through, push up. And we'll all meet in down dog. Feet a little closer together. Left leg reaches back. Get ready for Vira 1, Warrior 1. Back foot is pointed down, but it's turned in quite a bit, 45 degrees. Lift your right kneecap up into your quad. Get your front leg to bend deeply into that 90-degree angle. There you go. Warrior 2. Light up your fingers. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, a little deeper. Fine, Virabhadrasana, flip your left palm, inhale, reach, exhale, reverse. Now we get into this reverse position. Nice big breath, inhale, exhale, get a little deeper. Back to Warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, get your block ready at your left foot. You're using your block for a triangle. And then we'll take triangle from Vira 2. So go ahead, find Warrior 2 again. place your hand at your block or at your mat, right hand at your hip or reaching. Inhale, exhale, straighten your left leg. And then hands come forward for pyramid. So both hands to the front of your mat, onto your blocks. I love pyramid on blocks. Back foot turns in quite a bit. And this is where you can decide, do you want to be in a very long, wide stance, or do you want to close it out? Yogi's choice. Yogi's choice. But wherever you choose to be, think about leveling your pelvis, yes. Think about rooting down, driving through both feet. And then finding length between the crown of your head and your tail will grow at your spine. Closer, but more, yeah, turn your foot in as well. Just a little bit more. Not completely, about 45. Inhale, exhale, nose towards your knee. Keep thinking both legs strong and straight. And just to give you a little idea of what we'll be working on Friday, from pyramid, we'll be working on twisting. From triangle, we'll be working on twisting. Then both hands come down to your mat. Back to Balasana plank pose. Downward dog. Balasana. Go ahead and walk yourself in, come up to seated. We'll take our legs out in front of us. Matsyendrasana. So let's work on sage twist. Right foot, cross it over your left leg. Left leg, remember it can stay straight or it can come in. With your right leg in front of you, you are twisting towards your right. So listen to the cues or watch. Left arm reaches up, right arm is back for support. Pull your navel in so that you can sit up taller. Inhale, exhale, twist. Think of wrapping. Land your left elbow in front of your right knee. Use your back hand, remind you to stay taller. Pull your belly in again and twist some more. Slide your right shoulder away from your ear. Take your gaze back over your right shoulder. You're right, Ginger. That's it. That's it. And then your left hand, your fingertips are looking up. Go ahead and lower your forearm so it's parallel to the floor. And then very gently unwind. Your right leg is going to sweep back into pigeon. Half pigeon. So don't force yourself into a position that doesn't work for you. Remember that pigeon can be taken in a seated position. You can be here. Same stretch. Little less hip flexor for the right side, that's okay. We can get that elsewhere.
You feel this on the left.
Right. Left glute. Left glute. As far as pigeon goes, you might get glute and you might get hip flexor. I was telling Anju the other day that you all have heard me say this a lot, so many times, talking about overstretching, and hip flexors are one of the areas that they're just easy to overstretch. So in the moment, it usually feels good. It's when later on you just have this continuous hip tightness. I don't know that I've heard burning pain as much as just this chronic hip tightness. And what they call it overstretch syndrome. So if you can think about, if you can imagine, like you stretch, and then it just wants to do this, like a rubber band. You pull it and it's going to come back in. It's almost that it's compared to the hip. So we're really going to be working on in the next year, figuring out how we can better care for our hips without overstretching. All right, let's see, where were we? Smatsyandasana. Okay, send your legs out in front of you. Left leg, cross it over, left foot, cross it over your right knee. You can be straight here with your right leg or bend it. Left arm, reach it back for support. Right arm, big reach up. Tone your abs. Inhale, exhale, twist. Land. Slide your shoulder away from your ear. And anytime you decide you want to increase your twist, think about sitting up a little bit taller, think about drawing your abdominals in. I don't think we're affected by any holidays. I don't know the dates. And then gently unwind. All right, left leg. Reach it back. Or seated pigeon, whatever feels best for you. So before the new year, I'll bring in some little forms for you all to fill out. So be thinking about what you want to accomplish in the next year in this class. What do you want to work on for your yoga practice in the next year? And if you all remember, we actually
did this little assignment in 2019. And then we got shut down in March in 2020. So now that everyone is back, we'll revisit. But the big things were that year, like across the board was balance. I had a couple of different ones. One was for like facial yoga, which I don't do. A lot of footwork was the other requests. Yes, so you can play with pigeon in that you can shift your weight back and forth to kind of, explore different movement. But generally speaking, you can feel like your hips are off. Now, a lot of people are very comfortable like tucking a blanket underneath their hip. All right, we will ease out of this. Send both legs forward. Lights, you can roll yourself down. Let's pull off these fans. In your constructive rest position. Focus on your breath. Focus on your breath and think about where your body is making contact with your mat. You can use your breath to make little changes in the way your body is making contact with your mat. And that's where you can think about your inhalation is giving you that feeling of lightness, and your exhalation giving you that feeling of drapiness, weightiness, more depth of your bones down into your mat.
Begin to deepen your breath. Fingers and toes to enliven. Carefully rock your head side to side. Bend your knees, feet to your mat, Ardha Shavasana. Roll over to your right side. Pressing yourself up. Sukhasana. Let's take a 3-part breath. So I'll use a 4 count as an example. You'll inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 6. Exhale for the count of 4. 3 parts. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Count of your choosing. 4, 6, 8. Err on the side of short. 4 rounds. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. In your own time. Hands to your heart center. Thumbs to your third eye. Namaste. Namaste. Great work, everyone. Thank you. Did you all come to class on Friday? Good. That was great, yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to remember it. So I was much more confident, so just ready to go.
Any questions?
We'll take some out in the hall. I thought I was on a good schedule, but I'm still 5 minutes over. the hotel. I'm sorry. Yours close with you. Really early. Yes, and I'm taking both my daughters and their husbands and my two grandsons. Yes, we're gonna have a, yeah, we're gonna have a Christmas vacation. Yeah.
I will.
I like that. I don't have to make any decisions. Everything's all right there. And with this kind of discussion, it's like, you know, with all of us. Yeah, and everyone has to agree.
So when you hear whenever they have that space, a beautiful all wall. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna be. As far as I know, most of the they discuss this. But as far as I know. So they'll be using this space like that, they also will be using this space. And
There a long
I
time.
mean, they have.
Yes.
Eventually.
It's still hot here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Morning, how about you? So, everything is a little in flux, right?
Oh, there we go. That's a great idea.